Hey everybody, it's me, Gypsy, at Smallwood Homestead, and this is just a little update. I realize it's been a while since I've posted anything. I do apologize, but um, you know, everything's kooky worldwide right now. I have been busy making Christmas presents, making Yule presents. I also had a family emergency that came up. I don't want to discuss it because I don't want to interfere on the privacy of the people involved. But uh, there was about 3 days where I was on pins and needles and worried and everything. I've also been going through a myriad of health tests. Um, so far, so far, the doctors have diagnosed me with IBS-C, with a hiatal hernia, with GERD, and I was told that my stomach empties slowly. Yesterday, I had to have a HIDA scan. I don't have the results back from that yet. The HIDA scan, for those of you who don't know, I didn't know, I had to look it up and talk to my doctor about it, but it basically checks to see if your gallbladder is working. For many months now, I've been having a lot of pain and a lot of bloating and not wanting to eat. It just feeling all around yucky. Has nothing to do with COVID. Nothing to do with COVID. And it didn't matter what kind of food I was eating. I could drink a glass of water and my stomach will blow up like, I'm 8 months pregnant. So, um, yeah. So I've been dealing with that. My daughter is 6 months pregnant, and of course, for those of you who don't know, she has a 4-year-old son who is on the autism spectrum, and she has a 2.5-year-old son who was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is literally half a heart. He's already had two open heart surgeries. He will have to have another one probably right around the time he's old enough to go to school. He has a tracheotomy, so he actually uses sign language. We've created signs for things, and, we also have ASL signs that we use with him. And, he's also in speech therapy to try to learn how to use those muscles, the speaking muscles, I guess. So, but both boys are doing really well. My daughter and her husband are doing really well. My son, of course, is working way too many hours than he needs to, but he's a good guy. He's been taking care of me financially during the pandemic, um, because I had lost my job and a lot of other people lost theirs, and there's just really nothing out there. Um, I did receive news yesterday that I have been approved for disability, which is good. I don't know when it's going to start, I don't know how much it is, but I am so thankful because now, well, number one, my son doesn't have to financially support me anymore. Um, and number two, I don't have to worry about the future anymore. Because what was happening is my last 4 jobs I was actually fired from because of calling in sick, because I have days where my legs won't work or my hands won't work. And, on those days I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't even get out of bed. I've had to have help out of bed before. For those of you who are new to my channel and don't know my story, um, I have a rare genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. There are 5 types of it. I have type 3, which is the hypermobile, and HEDS affects all of the connective tissues of the body. And if you want to think about what it feels like, imagine the absolute worst arthritis pain you could think of and then multiply that by 100. I already was a sufferer of chronic pain because I also have fibromyalgia and I also have arthritis. So I kind of got hit with the trifecta of bad things health wise. Um, and for those who don't know, I also have PTSD and generalized anxiety disorder, and I also have seasonal affective disorder. This pandemic has been really hard on my mental health, to the point that I have increased my therapy sessions from one a month to one a week, because I live alone. For those of you who don't know, I live alone. I live in the middle of the woods on 12 acres of land, and I have 5 cats, and it's just me. It's just me out here by myself trying to make it. And it when you have depression, you already are affected by normal everyday things like holidays, you know, things going on with family. My stressors are gunshots that I hear because it's hunting season here. And even though they're not supposed to hunt in this area, they do. I have called the sheriff before because I heard gunshots in my woods, and this is private property. I have it posted that this is private property, and so the gunshots are triggers for me. Um, and seeing people who live with family get together, when I can't, because I live alone and because my youngest grandson has health concerns. I try not to interact with them too much other than video. Now, yeah, once in a while, if everyone feels healthy, I will go over there and visit, but that's few and far between. I tend to only go out of my house for my medicine and for my therapy and for doctor's appointments. That's it. I order my groceries online. They get delivered right to my door, so I don't have to go anywhere for that. I've saved a lot of money on gas because I'm not going anywhere. But for those of you who understand what depression's like, when you're alone all the time and you don't have that human interaction, and on top of it, I'm a hugger and I can't hug anybody, and I haven't been able to hug anybody this entire pandemic. And that's really, really hard for me to deal with. And I'm trying. I mean, I'm still on my medication for my depression and for my anxiety. I'm on medication for my fibromyalgia and my arthritis. And right now, they've got me on medication for my stomach, trying to figure out what's going on with it. But we'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to have my gallbladder removed, which means another surgery. I just had surgery on my wrist about 2 months ago, so it's finally better. You can probably see my little scar there. Well, maybe not because of the light, but oh, there it is. There's my little scar, which I think next year I want to get a tattoo over my scar because it looks really weird and I don't like it. So if you have any suggestions for what I could do to cover up this scar, tattoo or otherwise, let me know in the comments below. I do read the comments. I was thinking maybe like a Celtic knot bracelet that goes all the way around, so it looks kind of like jewelry or something. But I don't know. Maybe one of you guys will come up with something cool, and, I'll change my mind. Let's see. Oh, I lost a pet. I lost my cat, Frady. Frady got hit by a car, and that was really hard to deal with. I found Frady and his brothers and sisters and his mother in an abandoned house. And Frady is actually, well, Shadow's asleep or else I'd show you. Frady was the twin brother of my cat Shadow, all black, except for a little bit of white. But when I found Frady, of course, I live alone, so I had to bury him. I'm the one that had to dig the hole and everything, and that was really hard for me. That's the second time I've ever had to do that. Usually I've lived with someone who would do it for me. Um, I cried for 2 days. I kid you not, 2 days I cried. Um, I'm not really feeling the Yuletide spirit right now. I'm not really getting into the Christmas mood. Um, we'll see how I feel after Thanksgiving. I have no plans at all. My daughter and her family are going to go over to her in laws, and I don't know what my son's doing. Um, I did buy myself a frozen pumpkin pie and some Cool Whip. So that will probably be my Thanksgiving dinner. Or Chinese food because I have Chinese food in the pantry. So, um, but yeah, I'll probably be here by myself for each holiday. Um, Ordinarily, I have a Yule party every year. This year, I won't be able to have one because um, I don't want my friends to risk being exposed to anything, you know. Um, a lot of my friends are older than me. I'm 52, so that should give you an idea. A lot of my friends are in their 60s and 70s, and I don't want them to get out and end up getting sick. It's not worth it for just a Yule party. So right now, I am feeling kind of sad because a lot of my traditions I can't do. Um, I read an article the other day. I even told my therapist this that they're now starting to show that people who experience seasonal affective disorder are experiencing it early this year as a result of the pandemic. And I thought, wow, that's kind of funny because just a couple weeks ago, I had told my therapist that I felt like my symptoms of my seasonal depression was, coming on early. And, I'm like, I don't know why, but it just feels like it's hitting me earlier this year. Well, now I know why. It's, the pandemic and everything that goes along with that. Um, of course, if I have to go out, I wear a mask. And I live in southern Illinois, and we have now just been put on one step below a stay at home order. Our Governor Pritzker, has said he doesn't want to put us on a stay at home order because of the holidays. However, if our numbers keep increasing at the rate that they are increasing right now, which they are increasing at about 14%, from what I heard on the news, if we keep increasing at that rate, then our governor will put us back to a complete stay at home order. And, Southern Illinois is not a rich area. We are an economically depressed area. Basically, you can do retail, you can work for the hospital system, or you can work for the prison. And that's it. That is all that's here. There is a university, but as a result of COVID, the university is closed pretty much. They're doing online classes instead. They're doing video classes instead of in-person classes. A lot of the schools around here have switched as a result of where we're at on the alert tier. They've switched to doing video classes, Zoom classes, and Zoom meetings and things like that to avoid being in person. Um, we have had a lot of restaurants that have now closed permanently as a result, even more than the last time I told you. Um, we've had a lot of nursing homes who have lost a lot of their residents as a result of COVID. There have been beauty shops and doctor's offices that have had to close because of COVID, because somebody in their staff had it, and Once one person has it, you have to quarantine everybody because they've been exposed. So it's been pretty wild. Um, the weather here has been crazy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is super windy. Not yesterday, I guess it's been a few days ago, the wind got up to about 65 miles an hour out here. I have limbs all over my yard. I am not picking them up until spring. I've decided. Today it got up to 67 degrees. Tonight it's supposed to be 40. And then we're going to have a couple more days of warm, and then we're supposed to get freezing cold again. Yeah, it's just been nutty. Everything has been nutty this year. That's all I can say. Everything has been nutty. Um, what else can I tell you? Gosh, I can't remember what I said in the last video. It's so terrible of me. Um, my videos or my channel might take a new direction next year. I'm trying to think of what kinds of things you guys who follow me would like to see. Um, Especially now that my health is getting worse, I can't do as many of the homesteading chores that I used to do when I first started this channel. Um, my son helps me a lot. Goddess bless him. My son, he's been fantastic during all of this, helping me. Um, and my daughter, my son-in-law, they have lots of things to deal with her being pregnant and having the two boys and everything. But even they have helped me. They call and check up on me and make sure I'm doing okay. So that's a good thing too. And I have really sweet friends who send me scented candles, to try and cheer me up, which I am so thankful for. Um, my birthday came and went back in October. Um, let's see, what else? I really don't know what else to tell you. This is probably going to be a long, boring video. My hair is getting really long, as you can probably see, and I am back to my natural color. This is it. This is what my natural color is. No more pink. Although I did think about dyeing my hair a pastel blue for the winter, like an icy blue for the winter. But I've changed my mind because I'm not going to be going anywhere. Um, so I think I'll save it for after the coronavirus has passed. I honestly, in my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion, so, please don't hate me. I'm just expressing my opinion. I don't think we will be able to go maskless until the end of summer next year. I really don't. And I hate that. I hate that so much. But, oh, well, hi, Tabitha. This is Tabitha Demeter. She's 2 years old. She was a foundling. All of my animals are foundlings. Well, except maybe Magic. I did adopt him from a shelter. But the rest of them are all foundlings. The rest of them I just found out and about. But I'm done. 5's enough. 5 cats is enough. But anyway, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to go maskless until the end of the summer next year. So now I guess my spirit is trying to figure out how to thrive, not just survive, but how to thrive during this pandemic. So I've started, redecorating a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, I'll show you once things are finished. I'll show you my screen on my door. You see the green? Yeah, the green's where is it? Oh, I can't reach it. It's right there. That green and white onion patterned screen. I did put that up because now that the trees are bare, whenever the sun is shining, it hits right here. And I have literally gotten a sunburn before from the sun coming through my patio door. So I put that up, but I left the other one blank because I covered it with plastic so that it doesn't, how do I say, so that there's no draft. There's no draft that comes through. So, and the wind is picked up again. I just heard it. Um, but yeah, I'm little by little doing things. I'm trying to only use things I have in my house. That screen I had bought, oh gosh, 7 years ago at IKEA. I have a red and orange one as well. And so I just thought, well, you know what? The ex didn't like it. I like it. I'm putting it up, and I put it up, and I think it works well with all my other colors and things that I have in here. You can see I've brought in all my plants. I have tons of plants, which is good because, green things in the wintertime is nice to have in the house. Um, it just makes me think of life. And of course, they produce lots of oxygen. They're great filters, so that's also good. Um, let's see, what else? I can't think of anything else. Nope, I can't think of anything else right now. So please leave me some comments below. Like I said, I do read them. I hope everyone is healthy. I hope everyone is happy. Stay safe. Please stay safe. Follow the guidelines. Please, please, please. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Stay home. Just if you're able to, stay home. And if you're not able to, if you're considered an essential employee, thank you so much. Thank you for being out there when all of this is going on. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the people that are on the front line, the people that are working retail, and the people that are working, at the auto shop, and the people that are working at the grocery stores, and, working in medicine. Oh my gosh. Nurses, doctors, orderlies, volunteer, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you're doing during this pandemic, because I couldn't imagine it without you. If you would like to email me, my email address is smallwoodhomestead, all one word, smallwoodhomestead@gmail.com. I will answer you if you send me an email, as long as it's nice. You have to be kind. We're right now, kindness to one another is very important. There's no sense to be pissy. There's no sense to be mean. It's be nice. Just be nice. Think about how you want to be treated. Oh, and this is Derby. Say hi, Derby. Say hi, baby. This is my Norwegian forest cat. She's my baby. Actually, she's the old lady at the house. She's 8 years old. So, but anyways, yes, please leave me a comment, write me an email, drop me a line, and you can look me up on Facebook, Smallwood Homestead. And yeah, I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, I just hope you have a nice, healthy holiday season. And hopefully I will make another video prior to Yule/Christmas. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Namaste, friends. Have a great day.